quiz. Krista, the HD candidate. Expert subject, singer-songwriter Olivia Rodrigo. Jen, health advocate. Expert subject, breastfeeding. Dylan, urban planner. Expert subject, Canberra. Rob, forklift trainer. Expert subject, sharks. Here's your host, Tom Gleeson.
Yes! Hello! On a software update. Welcome to Hard Quiz. These contestants are riverbeds. Last one to dry up will be tonight's Hard Quiz champion. To be part of the show at home, go to the ABC TV iView socials. Let's say hello. G'day, Rob.
G'day.
Now, you're into sharks since you watched Jaws when you were a little child. Would you describe your childhood as unsupervised?
No, both my parents took me to the drive-in to see Jaws when I was 4. It was awesome.
Weren't you terrified?
Well, when the barrels popped up, yeah, it made me jump through the sunroof, but I still enjoyed it.
Were you barracking for the people or the shark?
The shark.
Yeah. Now, you collect shark teeth like a freaky tooth fairy.
Yep.
So what shark teeth you got there?
They are Otodus obliquus, which is like the grandfather of Megalodon. So about 25 million years before that.
And so where do you live, on in some coastal community, or...?
No, I live in Glen Waverley, but...
Now, you're in the Knife Makers Guild. You make these from scratch, is that
Yes.
right? Oh. Is the Knife Makers Guild real, or is that just you catching up with your mates from prison?
If you've been in prison, you don't get into the guild, mate.
Oh. Now, you ride a unicycle.
Sometimes.
Like, why'd you learn that? I suspect the circus would have just let you in.
I wanted to learn a new skill.
At this point, I have to ask you, are you a made-up person?
Some people think I am.
Dylan.
Hey, Tom.
Your expert subject is Canberra. Why?
Best city on earth, Tom.
I love Canberra too. I've got family there. I visit there all the time. I do shows there. I love Canberra. Canberra's great.
Oh, awesome.
To be honest, I thought your subject was going to be Byron Bay. You don't look very Canberra to me. People slag off Canberra's nightlife. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the museums are open quite late. This was a big day for you.
Yes,
What
Tuesday.
are we looking at?
That is the opening of the Canberra Light Rail.
Yeah.
Big day.
So Canberra got a tram and you were there on day one.
Day one.
Now, you had a 21st party that was Canberra tram themed.
Yes.
How did your friends, assuming they came along, respond to that request?
Not many of them came, but but they wore what they needed to wear. Red on top, grey on the bottom, like the tram.
Oh, you got a T-shirt of it. Is that the tram on your
That's
T-shirt?
the tram, yeah.
OK. So did people dress up as the tram?
Yeah, like the colours of the tram.
Oh, they could have just dressed up as people who were on the tram. No, oh, look, I'm a commuter. Jen.
Hi, Tom.
Breastfeeding is your thing. Now, you've got a PhD in breastfeeding. What did your PhD explore?
Thanks for asking. It explored the nature of breastfeeding support.
Yeah.
There are some specialists called lactation consultants.
Yeah.
And so I hung out with them to see how they practice and what they do, and interviewed them.
So you learnt all about breastfeeding and you're an expert, and then you had a baby yourself, and it still wasn't that easy, is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Embarrassing.
Yeah. It's almost as if your expertise is worth nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great summing up, yeah.
Now, for a lot of people, breastfeeding can be quite difficult. Are you looking forward to reawakening that trauma for our viewers at home?
There is a lot of grief and trauma about it, actually. Yeah, it's true. So, no.
No.
No, and I understand that it can be very difficult, and I've had that experience myself too, so yeah.
Now, you got a boob-themed 40th birthday cake. Is Buzzy Lady a professional term?
No, that's a household term that we use, yeah.
Oh, in your house? You don't use it at work?
No.
You're not like, here's the Buzzy Lady. Krista.
G'day, Tom.
What drew you to Olivia Rodrigo? Sorry. Let's take it back a step. Who is Olivia Rodrigo?
I feel like Olivia Rodrigo is to Gen Z/Gen Alpha is to Avril Lavigne and Alanis Morissette for millennials and Gen X, to Carly Simon or Stevie Nicks for Boomers/Generation X.
You could have just said a singer. Now, you call yourself a Livy because you're a fan of Olivia.
Of course.
Are you also a Gleezy?
Like a fan of Glee. I think you need to come up with a better fan-based name, Tom.
We don't always pick the contestants because they're quick. How many albums has she released so far?
2.
What's your favourite song out of the tens of tracks she's released?
That is such a hard question. I think at the moment it'll be Bad Idea, right? Because that song title's questioning why I'm on the show.
Smart move. Smart move. Have you worked out the Gleezy thing yet?
Yes.
Hold on. You had to sell your Olivia Rodrigo merchandise because of the cost of living crisis.
Yeah.
How much did you get for all of it?
Well, I didn't have much to begin with, but in total it was about 200 or 300.
Okay.
Although I did sell the Stanley Cup for like $100.
Wow, people buy any old shit, don't they? If you're lucky, Rob might buy some of your teeth. All right, let's play. Hard!
Expert round. Expert subjects. Win or lose 5 points. Steal an answer, double points.
I'll ask each of you 5 questions on your expert subject. Right, you get 5 points. Wrong, I will take 5 points from you. The rest of you can steal at any time to get double points. Let's start with Krista and her expert subject, Olivia Rodrigo. Driver's Licence, Olivia's debut single at age 17 about her breakup, includes the lyric, "Now I drive alone past your..." what?
Street.
Krista. Correct. Yeah, break heaps of records with more than 17 million plays in one day on Spotify. Were you half those plays?
Yeah, you can say that.
Rodrigo shares a writing credit with her idol Taylor Swift on which of her songs with a French title meaning already seen? For the steal, it's Denon.
Deja vu.
Correct! Double points to you. Now we know what Denon's been listening to on that Canberra tram. In 2021, Olivia visited the White House to promote what COVID health, Krista?
COVID-19 vaccinations.
Correct! What COVID health initiative? Vaccination is correct. Yeah, Biden's saying, check out this new invention. They call it a phone. Sorry, this doesn't go to air for a while. Hang on. Let me do another one. There she is with the late Joe Biden. A break from her autobiographical material, Olivia wrote the song Can't Catch Me Now, for which
The Hunger Games. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Correct! For which dystopian movie franchise? The Hunger Games is correct. She said it was a stretch because she had to write from another person's perspective. She doesn't normally do that, is that right?
No, she just writes from the heart.
I did this whole quiz show from my heart. Joined by Lily Allen at Glastonbury 2022, Rodrigo dedicated that song to 5 Supreme Court...
Against Roe v. Wade.
Correct! Against 5 Supreme Court justices because they overturned what landmark case? Roe versus Wade is correct. Some of Rodrigo's tour ticket sales go towards safe abortion funds. I thought she was sounding trivial. I didn't know she had bloody morals. Boring. Next set of questions is for Jen on breastfeeding. I think there might be some mothers up late at night watching this on iView, Jen. What do you reckon?
Could be.
Would you have any tips for them?
Just do what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, you're doing great. Whatever you do, just keep doing that. The first form of breast milk produced by the birthing parent is colostrum. Jen?
Immune protection.
Incorrect. I'll finish the question. Which has what metallic nickname? It's wide open. For For the steal, it's Krista.
Iron?
Incorrect.
Golden.
Rob for the steal.
Golden.
Incorrect. It's still open. Time's up. The answer is liquid gold. Yeah, we were looking for the metallic nickname. It's not gold, it's liquid gold. Prompting the release of breast milk, the letdown reflex is stimulated by what so-called love hormone? Jen.
Oxytocin.
Correct. Yeah, it's a conditioned reflex, so even the sound of a baby crying can make milk start flowing. Pictured here is a breastfeeding hold named for what ball sport? Jen.
Football?
Correct. Yeah, the football hold stimulates the mother's natural urge to score a try. According to a Greek myth, the goddess Hera pushed baby Heracles off her breast while feeding, causing a splash that created which galaxy? Jen.
The Milky Way.
Correct. Last question in your set, Jen. In May 2017, Larissa Waters made world headlines due to breastfeeding her child in what location? Jen.
In Parliament House.
Correct. It was an Australian milestone, the first breastfeed in federal parliament. Her daughter then became the first Australian to shit in the Senate. Sorry, second Australian after Barnaby Joyce. All right, time now for Denon and Canberra. The city was founded in 1913 and named Canberra, which, according to the government, comes from a local Aboriginal word meaning what? Denon.
Meeting place.
Correct. Some believe that it actually derives from a word for cleavage because Canberra is in between two mountains. Do you want to move there, Jen? Originally intended as a one-off celebration of Australia's bicentenary was which Canberra flower festival? Denon.
Floriade.
Correct. During the process of choosing a site for the capital, MP King O'Malley notably stated that the greatest geniuses are produced in what climate? Denon.
Cool climates.
Correct. Cool or cold climate. Here's Sir Robert Menzies at the inauguration of Lake Burley Griffin.
The creation of this lake is the result of a pretty long struggle, and there were powerful forces arrayed against me.
He claims colleagues tried to stop the creation of the lake because of what sprawling sports ground located there? Denon.
The golf course.
Correct. Yeah, so Harold Holt actually tried to axe the lake from the budget when he was treasurer, but then the water got its revenge, didn't it? Last question in your set, Denon. Parliament House, the Defence Headquarters and City Hill make up three apexes of what precinct? Denon.
The parliamentary triangle.
Correct. I love Canberra. Last set in the expert round is Rob and sharks. Sharks differ from most fish by having skeletons made from what, Rob?
Cartilage.
Correct. From what connective tissue? Cartilage is correct. Sharks are older than dinosaurs, but because cartilage breaks down, they don't fossilise very well. And the fossils that do exist are all locked in Rob's cupboard. By Australian standards, the rig shark and gummy shark are the only two species fishmongers should sell under what name? Rob?
Flake.
Correct. The final of South Africa's 2015 J-Bay Open was called off after a shark attacked which Australian surfer? For the steal, it's Denon.
Mick Fanning.
Correct. Double points to you. There he is. Ooh. And then he smacked it in the face. Were you Team Mick or Team Shark?
Oh, it was a fair fight.
The head wing, or cephalofoil, is a defining feature of which family of sharks, Rob?
Hammerheads.
Correct. Right, last question in your set, Rob. A 2024 study made world headlines due to sharks off the Brazilian coast testing positive to what recreational drug? Rob?
Cocaine.
Correct. We've churned through their subjects, now let's churn through mine.
Tom's round. Tom's subject, multiple choice.
This week I've been really getting into SBS. I love SBS. It helps me step outside my white man existence to see what everyone else has been up to. This round is multiple choice. Select your answers on your screens, then press the buzzer to lock in the answer. Bruce Gyngell, who welcomed Australia to television in the 50s, also launched the new special broadcasting service channel in 1980.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Multicultural Television.
What was the first non-English language program to air on opening night? A soccer match between Yugoslavia and the USSR. B, an Italian variety show. C, a Chinese news bulletin. D, a French art house film containing full frontal nudity. The answer is B, an Italian variety show. Yeah, but that last one was the reason I tuned into SBS. That was the old-fashioned internet, Krista. You had to start really late at night and you could see naked people, maybe. A long-time favourite of SBS viewers, who is the title character of Inspector Rex? A Polish railway guard. B, an Austrian police dog. C, a Spanish parking inspector. D, a Japanese dinosaur detective. The answer is B, an Austrian police dog. Yeah, Rex is Austrian, but a lot of people think he's German because they can't hear the difference in his accent. First appearing in a 1993 rebrand, the shape of the SBS logo was inspired by what concept? A, ship sails. B, radio and TV frequency waves. C, grains of rice. D, segments of a globe. The answer is D, segments of a globe. Yeah, it's a 23.5 degree angle to match the Earth's axes. I know stuff. Looking at the SBS on-demand streaming platform during 2024, which of these is not a listed category of TV drama? A, Nordic. B, Nordic noir. C, Nordic not noir. D, not Nordic nor noir. The answer is A, Nordic. Yeah, you may also choose noir, not Nordic. That's also an option on there. Last question in my round's worth double points. Who was the first SBS personality to be nominated for a Gold Logie? A, Paul Fennick from Fat Pizza and Howzos. B, Julia Zamiro from Rock Wiz and Eurovision. C, newsreader Anton Enos. D, newsreader Leland Chin. E, the movie show's David Stratton. F, the movie show's Margaret Pomerantz. The answer is D, newsreader Leland Chin. Waleed Ali won that year. It took SBS 36 years to have a Gold Logie nominee, and they lost to the one ethnic on commercial TV. All right, at the end of my round, Jan and Rob, you're both on 25, which means it's time for a bloody hard off!
Hard off.
That's right, only one of you will survive. I'll ask just one question. First to buzz in will answer. If you're right, you're staying. If you're wrong, you're dead to me. You ready? Based on his star ratings, which 1998 film did acclaimed critic Roger Ebert find harder to enjoy? Armageddon or Godzilla? Rob?
Godzilla.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Armageddon. All right, Rob, you're dead to me. Get over here. What do you reckon happened, Rob?
Oh, I should have done more diving, mate. More time with sharks.
I think you've got dud potential, though.
Really?
What do you reckon? Now, I don't want to make any promises, but I'm just saying you have dud written all over you. Right. You ready to go?
I am.
Out! There he goes. All right, it's a people's round.
The People's round against the clock.
Draw the blinds, play along at home. Your time starts now. A squash court is enclosed by how many walls? Krista?
3.
No. 4. In the Tom and Jerry cartoons, what animal is Jerry? Krista?
Mouse.
Yes. Mount Kilimanjaro is in which continent? Dinnan?
Africa.
Yes. In 2022, which prince became second in line to the British throne? Krista?
Prince Harry.
No. George. Which Arnott's biscuit shares its name with a district in Monaco? Krista?
Monte Carlo.
Yes. What word can refer to a cut of steak or a side impact car accident? Jen?
T-bone.
Yes. A prequel to TV's Game of Thrones is the series House of the... Krista?
Dragon.
Yes. Time's up. All right, at the end of the people's round, Jen, you're at the bottom 130. Get over here. What happened, Jen?
I did let people down, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't milk this show for all it's worth. All right. Out. There she goes. All right, only 2 left. Who's going to be the hard quiz champion? Krista and Dinnan, get over here because it's time to play hard quiz.
Final round. Head-to-head. Olivia Rodrigo versus Canberra. Hard quiz.
Now, there can only be one hard quiz champion who gets to take home the limited edition Big Brass mug. What will you do with the mug if you win, Krista?
So I honestly don't think I'll make this far. But the funny thing is I've got a job in Canberra coming up, so I'll be using it to get through the Canberran lifestyle.
Okay. What about you, Dinnan?
I'm going to take it back to Canberra and give it a tour of the great city, you know.
Do you mind if I come with you, Dinnan? Of course not. Yes! It's the best of 5 penalty shootout style, harder questions on your expert subjects. So it's Krista's knowledge of Olivia Rodrigo versus Dinnan's knowledge of Canberra. Let's play hard! Krista, track 12 on the Guts album includes a conversation between Olivia and her producer. He suggests what title for her next album?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I do remember them having this conversation. It's to do with, it's another 4-lettered word. Like, because her first album was named Sour, which is 4 letters. Her second album was named Guts, which is another 4 letters. So thinking, yeah, probably to do, what shall we name the album next? Another 4-letter word. I don't know what the 4-letter word is, but yeah, just another 4-letter word. Yeah.
I'd say it's worth guessing a 4-letter word.
Oh, the actual word?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
We're very specific like that on this show.
Okay. I am just gonna go with envy.
Incorrect. The correct answer is fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like they're having a little joke conversation.
Yes.
And you're right, they were just suggesting that maybe the next 4-letter word title would be fart. They could have also called it shit. Dinnan. In 1972, Michael Anderson, Billy Craigie, Bertie Williams and Tony Curry established which site that is still maintained today?
Oh, I haven't heard of any of those names. And which site? Or I reckon it's got to be some kind of institution. I'm going to guess Questacon?
Incorrect. The correct answer is the Aboriginal Tent Embassy. Yeah, and since you said you hadn't heard of any of their names, you sound a bit racist now, don't you? Yeah, it started as a beach umbrella and it's the world's longest continuous protest for Indigenous land rights. Krista.
Yes, Tom.
During High School Musical, the series, Rodrigo's character returns from interstate and joins the school's stage production, for which he composes what original song?
The Rose song. It was for The Beauty of the Beast.
Correct. Marty. Dinnan. Street names in Canberra's suburbs are known to follow a theme. For example, Moncrief streets are mostly named after musicians. There's a Slim Dusty Circuit, an Amphlett Street. Match these 4 suburbs with their themes. Themes are mountains of Australia, artists, defence personnel, and Aboriginal words for stars, astronomers, and constellations. So talk us through your thinking.
Well, I don't think I can get any of these, but I think I may as well have a crack.
Definitely.
I know Campbell is where the War Memorial is, so that might be a good place to start with defence personnel. So we're going to go with Campbell there. Mountains of Australia, I feel like Girralang is a good place for that. Not sure why, just really connecting that. Western, we're going to go with artists as a guess, and then Aboriginal words for stars, we'll go Palmerston.
Incorrect. Yeah, you've just got Palmerston and Girralang the wrong way round. Oh. So now you seem even more racist. There you go. So you got those two the wrong way round. Marty? No? Krista, in a video for GQ listing the 10 essential items she can't live without, Rodrigo names which book as being instrumental in the journey to making her first album.
I can only think of one book that she says she loves, like the only book that she's reread, and I think that's The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert.
Correct. Dinnan. Bert Flugelman's artwork Cones is exhibited in the National Gallery Sculpture Garden. Where in Canberra is his piece Earthwork?
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to guess the National Arboretum.
Incorrect. It's under the ground in Commonwealth Park. Yeah, so it's 6 tetrahedrons that were placed in a trench that was filled with earth. So he buried the artwork. Flugelman reportedly said that if he explained why he buried his art, then the whole point would be lost. Krista, if you get this right, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. Krista. This is the cover artwork for Olivia's debut album, Sour, but I've stolen one of the stickers off her face. Identify what is meant to be in that spot.
What the hell? Damn. Oh my gosh, it could be anything.
No, it can only be one thing.
I know. She loves butterflies.
This would be an album cover you've looked at hundreds of times.
I have, but not that closely.
You're the fan.
I know. I'm just gonna give a record guess and say it's just a love heart.
Incorrect. Correct answer is Smiley Sun.
Ah,
There it is.
Yeah.
Now you see, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, now makes.
but,
Yeah, now.
All right. Denon, it's a lifeline, but you need to get this right. If you get this wrong, then Krista, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. Denon, published in 1961 by the National Capital Development Commission, here's a section from the booklet, Building Your Home in Canberra. You will notice the general absence of thingamajigs in Canberra. Thingamajigs will be approved only under special circumstances. Thingamajigs is standing in for what 2 words?
I think I have an idea of what this is. There's a pretty famous thing about Canberra is that we are missing front fences. So I'm going to go with front fences.
Correct. Yeah, front fences are still not generally allowed in Canberra. Part of the thinking was that if people had front fences, you couldn't see what they were getting up to behind them. So people with front fences are up to some real weird shit. All right, Krista, if you get this right, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. Krista. The music video for the song Obsessed is set in a pageant of ex-partners. In it, Olivia is wearing a sash that displays what title?
Miss Right Now.
Correct, which means you are tonight's hard quiz champion! Right, Denon, you know what this means. Yep. There he goes. Chris, do you up tonight? So who's champion? Which means you get the best bra, and you get to do the sign